Sunny Hostin. Let's play what she had to say from just the intellectual battleground that is The View. She's saying that Elon Musk wants to bring out his version of free speech is white supremacy, I believe.
Gosh.
And in fact, on Twitter, it is predominantly straight white men. So when Elon Musk says, wow, this is about free speech, it seems to me that it's about free speech of straight white men. And so let them have it. Let them just go at it. I enjoy the block button on Twitter. I think it has a real outsized influence in our world because politicians and celebrities are on it. And in fact, on Twitter, it is predominantly straight white men. So when Elon Musk says, wow, this is...
She basically just said straight white men on Twitter should just go at it. It's what she just said.
Just let them argue with each other. I'd like to know where Sunny plans on going next. She can go to Parler. She can go to Getter. She can go to Gab. She can go to Minds. And guess what? You're not going to find what you want on any of those, for better or for worse. So
Tumblr.
If you've created this echo chamber that no longer echoes what you want, guess what? You told all the people you disagree with to go somewhere else. So now you don't have anywhere else to go unless you want to go on Facebook and Instagram, I guess. But it's such a problem to you that people can say what they want. She's right about the blocking stuff. Just don't, if Trump comes back on and you don't like it, just don't follow him. Just block him or something. But
this is it.
I want to know her statistics on how many white men are on Twitter.
Yeah, well, exactly. And this is the thing. And then people say, oh, it's anti-free speech to block. No, it's not. You don't have to force people. I'm going to force everyone now to subscribe to my YouTube channel because you have to, right? No, this is ridiculous. Of course you're allowed to block and mute people if you want. This is ridiculous. And I'm playing devil's advocate here. So, yeah, blocking someone isn't anti-free speech, by the way. You don't have to be forced to look at people's content. And it's the same with these left-wing people who are just saying all this nonsense about how, it's so horrible that there's people with dissenting opinions. You don't have to look at it, by the way. Maybe you can turn off your screen and go outside. How about that? Do you know
we
what
already
I mean?
showed the Tyler, the Creator tweet from years ago.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
That will be unbanned.
Yeah, that will be unbanned. But there's something as well, an interesting development. I don't know if Olivia could bring this up, but on Twitter, I think raging far leftists have been saying, oh, well, if it's free speech, then I can say that and I quote, this is from them, saying that they want to kill Elon Musk and things like that, which is absolutely insane. And they think that they can get away with something like that.
Because they've never had to actually think about it, Lewis. They've never actually had to think. I saw one yesterday that some woman with the bio you'd expect puts up this chart that says, were you banned from social media? Yes, and has the 2 platforms. Was the government doing it? Then your free speech was violated. Were you probably just being a dick about something? Then no. And that's what their understanding of this is that people are only banned or shadow banned or suspended if they're just being mean. So this is just a way of society correcting you from being mean. That's the long and short of what they think this is. They just think that they're completely unaware, blissfully unaware maybe in some cases, that people are actually being censored for political reasons and for ideological reasons. It's not just somebody's being mean needlessly and bullying somebody that they're suspended, but this is a rudimentary understanding from adult women on The View in their 40s and 50s. Oh, the only reason that somebody would want free speech is so that they can insult the person of their choice. It's just, it's hard for me to... And we're about to show the bald lady, Joy Reid. It's hard for me to imagine that adults who are paid this much money and have this much viewership gifted to them are this uninformed, or they're just lying. So it's just like, how can you have this point of view? It must have never been challenged. It's like talking to a 16-year-old who never really thought about, the consequences of making fun of another person in passing and the piling on of that. They never thought about the consequences of what they do. So these people have never thought about the consequences of handing the power of speech to somebody because the person currently in power is who they agree with. The pendulum will swing.
Yeah, and remember, Elon has made it clear that he has to work within the law. For crying out loud. Like they say that, oh, everyone could just start breaking the law then and start saying really like
threats,
unlawful things.
Stuff like that.
Don't you think it's fascinating though, Andrew, that this has caused like such a stir within the media, within society in general? Twitter, an app that you go on just to post statuses. I mean, it shows you the current the current state of society now, that we're so dependent on things like this. We're so dependent on this online playground. It's quite fascinating to watch, and that's coming at it from a philosophical angle in a weird way. I just can't. I mean, with my accent, it's quite difficult to do.
But it also sounds so intelligent at the same time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's play this clip before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
Well, and the bottom line is, as you said, if they don't want to just be in the club. They are on the, they've been described as being on the outside of the culture, looking in through the glass. But they don't just want to come in. They want to come in and be able to punch people in the face and walk around and laugh about it. And
I thought we were supposed to punch Nazis.
Stop them. The thing is, the enjoyment they get out of being in this town square is being able to harass people, being able to attack people. There was a time when people had the double hashtags around their names because they were Jewish, and right-wingers were saying, get in the oven anytime you made any benign comment on Twitter. They attacked women. The misogyny was crazy on Twitter for a while. Elon Musk, I guess he misses the old South Africa in the 80s. He wants that back.
Ah, yes, of course.
So he
wants apartheid back. Is that what she was saying? Yeah. She wants
She's a literal crazy person. I prefer when this was a time of terrible apartheid.
Elon wants you to have an opinion. That means that he believes in the apartheid in South Africa.
You must want World War II to happen again.
Oh, hey guys, thanks for watching. That's a clip from our Rebel News daily live stream where we talk about the news of the day in an unscripted and interactive way. It's co-hosted at noon Eastern or 10 Mountain Standard Time by me on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, we've got rotating co-hosting happening from some of our other on-air talent. So good news, there's something for everybody. We broadcast on YouTube. But if you want the full uncensored version, you're going to have to find us on Rumble, Super U, and Odyssey. And be sure to sign up for our rebelnews.com emails so that you never miss us when we go live.